much for being here today. This is really surreal, the coolest thing ever. Thank you, all Valkyrie Ensemble members. This is out of this world. So, speaking on Magic Flute, about a year and a half ago at the Stars of the Lyric Millennium Park, you're allowed to bring wine, so obviously ideas happen. And we're all sitting there enjoying said wine. And I had just returned from doing my second production in 1 year of Magic Flute, which is just so much flute. And it's all I could think about, it's all that was running through my head. And I said to all of these lovely ladies, we should do an all-female flute. It is such a problematic story filled with racism, sexism, that I think a lot of companies try their best to get rid of, but it's really difficult if you don't drastically change it. And I think part of doing it with all women is really examining it and telling a story of women through women, specifically in this instant. So we have been sitting down every single week. We have a little flute committee, and it's me, Karen, and Julia. We've been sitting down every week, scene through scene, talking about what are these characters' journeys, where do they start, where do they end. So we've come up with a really cool concept that this is basically a coming-of-age story for our heroes. So we have still Pamina, still Tamino, and they are these young people who are just trying to find themselves in life. And they go through the trials still, and they're still kind of at the will of the Queen of the Night and Zoroastro, these two opposing powerful forces that are really set in their ways. But they have to find their own path, as we all do. We have to learn what we can and then move on with what's important to us. So they go through that journey, and all the smaller characters go through that journey as well, obviously in a different form. Papageno has her own journey, obviously just wanting to find someone to be with, whereas, you know, Monostatos has really just been hurt. So deeply hurt. I'm playing Monostatos. A dream role, to say the least. We've been going through scene by scene and talking about what these characters, how they specifically communicate their struggles, and how they end up where they do. I won't spoil the ending. I think you gotta come see it, of course. Other than that, after going through every scene, we've been sitting down and actually rewriting the libretto, which is crazy. We have the grand old Nico Castell, and we're going through the English translation and making it fit our own version. So we are going to be presenting two little teasers of Magic Flute today with text that we wrote, which is the coolest. We have Emily Crisp, who will be playing Tamino in our full production, singing our version of Bildnis. And we also have Karen and Julia singing our version of the Papagena duet. So please enjoy. This portrait has struck my soul like none my eyes have ever seen. I see
no.